What an interesting reading, Divine Feminines. Welcome back to our update. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium and I do cover the twin flame journey week by week. We'll put the cards up on the screen and we will talk about this powerful change that is hitting the Divine Feminine. Now, I really did see this signature coming through and I was really meditating upon the twin flame path last night. And one of the big signatures, especially in the collective that I'm seeing, is definitely the rise of the Divine Feminine. And we can see this coming through in a victory sense for the Divine Feminine. This can be a lot of old karmic cycles that we spiritually in the collective are cutting ties with, maybe having some anger about, maybe having some frustration and nostalgia. It's very bittersweet, but it is this bold new beginning that we're moving through. So very much like a serpent, we are shedding skin. And we can go through sort of this, could I say volatile? Yes, potentially. I would say because we do have both Mars retrograde. Next year we're having Venus retrograde. Mars is retrograding in an intuitive energy that can link to mothers and children, our childhood, kings and queens. And it just oozes with your reading at the moment, post-Libra eclipse. It is safe for you to be powerful and to take charge of your life in positive ways. Now, this is the overarching energy, and it's something potentially that many of you are trying to attempt to do at this point in time. You have gone through a lot over the last few years, especially in your own personal paths as well as the twin flame path. Although you can find at this point in time that you are starting to get more fatigued. You could be looking at different ways to change your nutrition. You could be looking at different ways. Why am I feeling so tired? Why is this going on? You do have a goal in mind. This is something you're spiritually working on. And for some reason, I feel this very distinct energy of masculines reaching communication with divine feminines, especially for those of you that have not had that for a while, because I'm really looking at these cards and there is this protective energy. A lot of times when we have had cycles within the twin flame path, and it has been very topsy-turvy, it has been up and down, depending on the wave of twin you are, and this could be a particular wave I'm tuning into this week, is that there is a distinct possibility, especially for those of you that have been longer on the path, that these individuals are coming in, and to a degree you can feel very determined, you can know exactly what you want, but on the opposite side of the spectrum, especially looking at the rest of the reading, there is this feeling that, I don't know why that didn't show up. I've clicked the card. Very strange. Let's see. We try. Weird technology. Okay, so we do have this individual has angel wings. Listen to your inner feelings. And, this is jumping ahead a little bit, but I get this apprehensive feeling. It's like, hey, I love this person, but I'm a little bit apprehensive here. I'm protecting myself. I've learned so much. I know what to do, but, am I contradicting myself? One minute I do want them, the next minute I'm a bit apprehensive, and it's like, yeah, but do we have to repeat the story? There are some things coming through that you are sort of like in this up and down vibration. In the past position we're looking at the moment, there's a lot through the records that you're trying to dump. There could be some unfinished business that is coming up for you. And there is a lot to do with healing in the past, but it doesn't necessarily mean you can't reconcile. It doesn't mean there won't be changes that happens. But, for some of you, there could be some surprises. Be willing to forgive. It's in reverse and it's in the past. There's some old things. And forgiveness doesn't mean, let's really correct this, forgiveness does not mean the behaviour another individual exhibited was okay. Forgiveness is more to do with they know not what they do. It could be that you observe a circumstance and the person's a different person now. And there were maybe some direct reasons why certain things went down. It can be also forgiving ourselves for being, relating to circumstances, making choices in particular ways. And we can be very hard on ourselves a lot of times that we haven't got our path to where it needs to be. But what I'm seeing is there are some things from the past that are sort of taking us a little bit by surprise. And it's like, oh, I thought I let that go. Why is this coming up? There is a gold nugget at the end of this. Some of you are probably even questioning that. Is there something that's going to come along and surprise me? Is there something of a gift and a dowry that will come towards me? The advice that the card gives in the heart of the matter, it's a golden box. There could be some real questions that you're having at the moment. Okay, so write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper, and you put into a special container called a gold box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Now, usually I would say from a spiritual point of view, especially how we can have moon rituals, we can have spiritual rituals we do. Sometimes they actually talk about writing it down and burning it and casting it to the wind. The thing is, with the transits at the moment, that can be a bit risky. So it is about actually, placing your burdens. I wouldn't say, we could say in a jar, we could say in a box. It's like placing them where they don't need to be. There could be some ways in which we're directly looking at it like, but if I'm forgiving, it means I'm saying it's okay. No, that's not what it means. It means you don't have to carry that. You don't have to carry another person's choices of what they did and feel it is you. I feel that many of you subconsciously are unaware that you could be carrying that and it's not yours to carry. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So a lot of times we can actually get some signals from universe. And when we do have big purges, generally it's because we're going to have big leaps. So big leaps, big changes, big transitions. This also will be in your twin flame path, because this is to do with your twin flame path at this point in time. And the first song that comes to mind, and I believe it was Katy Perry, It's Never Really Over. It's funny because we have the release card here. The release is to do with emotions, not a person, place, or thing. It's to do with vibration, allowing ourselves to transition. I do see feminines moving into very powerful positions, very transformative energies, very vocal energies, but also wanting things quite traditional. So yes, you will be that new age, new version of yourself, but also being quite traditional. This is what you're ushering into your life. Oh, karmic cord cutting. Okay, we've got the karmic cord cutting. We've got the need to evaluate crown chakra. The first thing I'm saying is, for some of you, it can be that you're saying to yourself, I need to release this. I need to release this. It's not going to be. It could be cord cutting. So you generally cannot cord cut a twin flame path. You can cord cut the dynamic of what was binding you in a sense of a karmic cycle, but as per se, the contract between you and that individual is unable to be cut. You won't need to, though, because what you're really trying to achieve is that same karmic cycle, because that's what the irritability can be. It's like, oh gosh, do we have to do that again? No, let's not do that again. Let's not repeat that. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be in the connection in a romantic sense. Yes and no. It's both. It will be a physical choice once the ascension path has been met. This person is going to come into your dreams. This is taking you to your dreams. It's funny because I get that there's two signatures coming through for the divine feminine. One is very 3D. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Sometimes in the path we can become very 3D. It's like, I need to be realistic. This is what it is. I need to cancel, clear, delete. I need to do things that are healthy. This is unhealthy. And that's okay to say it's unhealthy. Maybe this person is or isn't my twin flame. It won't matter, because what we're trying to do is get ourselves to a spiritual ascended level to move back into our empowerment, which is the crowning energy, so that what we do bring into our lives won't be impacted in the same way that we have had in the karmic cycle relating to the twin flame path at a level. Because this is taking you to your dreams. This is a huge awakening for you. Pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages from the divine guidance. sent to answer your prayers. So if you have said to yourself, look, send me someone like my twin with their crap together, you will get that, but you'll also see a different side to it. If you are saying, I've really released this, I've learned a lesson, I'm in detachment, I don't know if they'll come in, but again, I'm proceeding forward. You also can start getting a lot of 1-400s, you can start getting messages coming through. These are giving you accurate messages. So I do get this vibration that some of you are getting an inkling that this person's coming in. Even if you feel super, super detached, there's definitely a transition here. I want you to pay attention to the signs that you're getting, to the emotions, to the cycles you're moving through. Again, if you do want me to look at this individually for you and your twin flame path, you can come online and you can book a reading or join a YouTube membership. Next year, it's transitioning. I will keep you all in the loop about that. I'm trying to move away from heavy transits for this to flow effectively, and also during our retrogrades to actually have these balance out. Now, I do see for those of you that are experiencing headaches, because it's really interesting, some of you are experiencing headaches. The lunation with the moon can be activating your solar plexus and sacral chakra, okay? You also can start getting quite tired. We'll go to the crowning energy. You also can be getting quite tired. Try to take the steps in the most positive thing. This can feel a bit like a movie at the moment, okay? Your path, you might be reflecting back and going, you know, you can't make this up. This is like a bloody movie. It is going to have its glorious kind of wrap up, okay? And I do see this coming out quite positively for you. I'm also seeing, I just keep hearing the hero's journey, but a powerful change that does hit, and it may take you directly by surprise, especially the way they will relate and react to you. They are willing to fight for you. Are you willing to be open to this, but also to remain in your power? We'll check in with this energy next week. If you want the next edition, you can jump through and join our YouTube membership. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week.